What's going on, guys? Haxa here with another episode of Skull the Hero Slayer. And today, I actually got a new chair and got it set up. So, no more creaking chair anymore. I'm moving around right now. I'm schmoving. And guess what? No creaking. Like, ever since I started my channel, I've had a creaking chair. This is a big deal for me. So, no more of that plaguing my channel. So, feels good. Anyway, let's get started here with, let's see. You know what? I saw him and I thought about him. Let's bring Officer. And if I'm going to bring Officer, I'll try and make the stupid warrior run happen. We'll see. The way I look at warrior is he's just like bad officer. But I don't know. I've had a viewer asking me to do warrior run for a while now. I'll try and make it happen. But if I find a more interesting character, he's gone. Now, one thing I can say about warrior that I can't say about officer is at least on when you first pick him up at rare, warrior has a good swap. Officer swap doesn't get good until he becomes unique. So it's going to make the early game a little bit rougher. Swapping out to officer is going to be like a fairly weak swap. But actually both of these characters in general are pretty weak when you first pick them up. Like, warrior doesn't have his concentration mechanics, and officer doesn't have the what's it called? Ultimate, what is it? Unrivaled strike, yeah. He doesn't have unrivaled strikes on anything except his basic attack combo. Which isn't that good. It's really slow. So, at the end of the day, it makes the early game a little bit harder, but once you get them to unique, they become, well, at least officer becomes good. Warrior is warrior. Not a fan, if you couldn't tell. Don't care for him. Probably my least favorite character in the game to play. But I'll still give it a shot. Sometimes, you know. I'm a nice guy. I listen to what the audience wants from time to time. They also ask for Predator, so if Predator shows up, Sayonara Warrior. Also, this could end up not being either of these characters and be also high roll door count. I had someone ask in the comments about this, and I try not to over-explain it all the time because I know my regulars have heard me explain it a million times, but it is worth talking about sometimes because there are people who find me and then hear me talk about these things they've never heard before. So I'll briefly explain it here. Door count is one of the most important and least talked about mechanics in Skull the Hero Slayer because not every run has the same amount of doors that you go into. If you some seeds have more doors, some seeds have less doors. And the importance of door count is if you go into less rooms on a run, you have less resources because you have less opportunity to get gold and bone shards. And it's really important to know if your seed is a high or low roll door count so you can try to overcome the poorer RNG. And the way you can know if your run is a high or low door count is the first portion of the run. So Act 1, Part 1. How many doors do you go into before you get to the first shop? This only applies to Dark Mirror, by the way. I don't know about normal mode. I'm pretty sure it doesn't apply to normal mode, but the same rules are in normal mode. I just don't know the door amounts, but in Dark Mirror, if you go into 3 rooms before you get to the first shop, your run is way more likely to be a low door count run. And if you go into 4, it is way more likely, or guaranteed, I should say, it is factual that it will be a higher door count run. But the reason I'm like padding the language is there are in-betweens. So if you're on a low roll door run, you can get more doors, or you can get the minimum amount of doors, and like in between that. And if you're on a high roll door count, you can get like, you know, like a good amount of doors or an extreme amount of doors. But you can know how many rooms you're going to go in, generally speaking, based on if you go into 3 or 4 rooms before you get to the first shop. And we went into 4, which means we're on a high door seed, which is nice. And also someone asked me to show my seed, like press F2 at least once so they can see my seed. So there you go, that's my seed. I actually didn't know that was there, or otherwise I would have done it a long time ago. What the fuck? Okay, can we? Oh, wait! Oh, shit! Dang! Alright, we're doing it. We're doing it. Please let this work out. You know how long it's been since I've gotten to do a fucking freeze run, man? Dude. That's perfect. Oh my god. So, freeze runs are really, really strong, but really hard to get off the ground. One of the things you need is Glacier Breaker, because freeze runs on their own don't really do enough damage. And another thing you need is Frost Skull, because no other skull, except for Alchemist, can apply freeze consistently the way that these two can. So, I saw the Glacier Breaker there and got excited, but I was like, we don't have Frost Skull! But there he was. Something I used to say a lot, and I don't stand by anymore, is that freeze is a more consistent status than bleed. I don't think that anymore. I think bleed is slightly more consistent than freeze. Freeze runs are really difficult to get off the ground. Like, really, really hard. It's the least consistent status. It's also, I'd say, arguably the weakest status on average. Because if you don't have Glacier Breaker or Cat Ice, freeze is nothing. It's maybe just an active detriment. Because it throws off the attack patterns of enemies and doesn't reset them like stun. So, like, with stun, it does throw off the attack pattern, but, like, it stops their attack. Whereas freeze just puts them in a block of ice and then they come out and immediately continue where they left off. And it's very disorienting. So, freeze is hard to use, but if you can pull it off, it's super worth. Because freeze runs are strong. I guess I'll take that. Like, Officer is absolutely not staying on this run. I can say that right now. This run has changed. We are going to try and force this freeze path. And also, I hate this fucking skill that my Frost Skull has. I think it's, like, by far his weakest. So I'm going to be hopefully getting off of Freezing Field or whatever, Glacial Field, and getting something better. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I can find an ability swapper. This would be like one of the rare times where I actually would like to see the Act 1 ability swapper. As for items we're going to be looking for, what's it called? Frost Witch's Staff. That's like the other really good freeze item. Nias's Heart or whatever, Heart of Nias is also pretty good. We already have the Nias Quint, which is nice. And we're going to be really, really looking for the Cat Eyes Curse. If we can get Cat Eyes, we're on a Giga Freeze run, and we're just going to destroy everything. Glacier Breaker is already a huge get, though. Without this... Oh my god, there she is. Okay, we're going to use her. Like, I'm only going to use her once, though. I just wish I had my second skill already so I could know if I'm going to have to use another ability swapper in the future. Alright, let's see if we can get some good stuff in here. If I see Frost Witch's Staff, we just take it. We don't take that, it's not good. Yikes. Oh, okay, cool. Good. I thought the odds of another legendary appearing were pretty high, and thankfully it did. We'll take Invisible Knife as a bit of a backup plan. And also, you can just have Invisible Knife on a run like this. This is not very good, but we'll take it for the inscription. I guess we'll also take this. Well, now that we're leaning in a magic direction, we can just get rid of that. Alright, we're at Absolute 0-3. We're going to be pretty strong for this portion of the run. So, like, we're just kind of set. Remaining one stays in his cage. Even if this was a skull room, we wouldn't be able to get back up to free him. Because you jump down in this pit and there's no way back up. Unless you're like Gargoyle or Ninja. So, no skull dupe for me. Even if it's a skull room. And it's not, so... I guess I'll also I will try to make this not too explanation heavy, but like that comment had me thinking like I need to explain some things a little. So like, why do I leave the remaining one in his cage in Act 1 if I find him? Because the odds of him giving you a common are really high in Act 1. And if you find him later on your run, especially in Act 4, the odds of him giving you a unique or a legendary are very high. Like, it basically scales the way, like, most Bone Shard piles scale. Where it's like, the earlier in a run, the more likely you are to find commons. The later in the run, the more likely you are to find legendaries. We're going to have permanent execute on this run. So I think there's value in taking the branches here, even though it's like early and branches is pretty bad early. But like by the end of the run, branches will be shredding, and since we're on since we have Glacier Breaker and it has execute, it's like I feel like it's just smart to take this, you know. Man, I can't believe I didn't break it. Fucking Nice is gonna get away from me. Gotta be careful with my Omen. I don't want to take too much damage. Also, I still feel like I have to swap because the skill cooldowns are too long. And also, like, I have the value from the Sphere of Sniping. Like, an item I never use, I forget the name of. Not that I don't constantly forget the names of items I use all the time also. Because I'm a fucking idiot. Oh! Okay, we gotta be careful. I'm locking in, don't worry. My reassembly is staying. That felt lucky. There we go. Good stuff. No ult. We're good. Frost Witch's Staff, please. Or gold percent gain. I'll take it. We're already starting to get a lot of really good items that I don't want to get rid of, but we can get rid of that. I was real. I had cope in my heart that Cat Ice was going to be there. I believed. I really did. Don't do it. Too many enemies in this room, man. This room has you jumping around like crazy. Alright. Not too bad. A little rough around the edges, but it works, you know. Stop it. Sphere of Sniping can go, right? Yeah. Not today, Satan. Can this, like, quarantine bastard please leave? God damn, brother. Go away. A unique, you say? I was actually thinking if it's Warlock, I'll take him. Freeze Warlock. What a combo. Certainly better than Warrior. And like I said, it's like you have Alchemist, you have Frost Skull, and then everyone else is like the same when it comes to being able to freeze. That's why the fucking custom... Oh! Okay, well that was quick. That was fast. The custom items mod is freaking awesome because Bach and I made, like, you know, skills be able to freeze enemies with the freaking Elementalist staff. It's a great mod. Check it out. Alright, what are we looking for here? Frost Witch's staff, but the odds of it showing up now are pretty low. Oh, there's a heart of, or Nias's heart. It's one of the only freeze items that like allows you to deal damage with freeze. It's like you have Nias's heart, you have Glacier Breaker, and you have Frost Witch's staff. We're gonna be needing to find another ability swapper, by the way, because this gun skill is like really the only gambler skill I don't like. Oh, I also forgot to upgrade my Frost Skull. Whoops. Treasure chest? Oh, it's over here, okay. Oh, come on. It's such a bad skill. Shit sucks. Donkon Knights! Hello. I'll save you, don't worry. I kind of got that dog in me, everyone says it, including the Donkon Knights. Alright. Good stuff. Aw, money. I mean, I'll take it, but I want bone shards. Oh, don't mind if I do. I'm willing to ditch this for that. I'm willing. What can I say? You figured me out. I'm a cheap slut. Give me gold percent gain, I'm in. Ooh, I don't like that. How'd you survive that, lady? He ulted? Wow. That's shocking. Whoa. Felt like he was moving fast. Oh man, every time I see a fucking item come out of her, it's like my heart just kind of skips a beat for a sec. But we can't be so lucky, unfortunately. Alright, let's see if we get a stupid glacial field again. Good, good, beautiful. Now we just need one more ability swapper and we're set. Yes. You ain't getting away with my money. It's mine. We're not going to do mixed damage on this run, more than likely, so we don't take this. Howling Egg? Yes. That, no. There's not a lot of value to be gotten on mixed damage on freeze. Ah! Ouch. Hiya! Scoring. Look at my money, dude. Quarantine again? I'm cringing already, dude. Oh, dude, the fucking lightning bolts destroying everything. Commons be gone, out of my face, please. You know what? Not please. Fucking leave. How's that, bitch? The question is, am I actually going into dual execute? We already have enough items for absolute 0 on the pedestal. I'm not willing to get rid of treasure 4 yet. I guess this goes like nut up or shut up. You want a freeze run? You better fucking believe in it. So that's where we're at. And I'm doing it. If push comes to shove, execute plus. Die. It is cool that I could make an execute plus run if this fails, just because of like the items I've gotten so far. High quality stuff. Oh. Bro, dude. Haha! Give me that now. I'm just gonna stay up here where it's safe. Yes, please, bone shards, please. Alright, we'll do it. This isn't a scam like Act 3. Oh, okay, maybe it's a little bit of a scam. Like, what the fuck is this? Still worth. I think we made money if we... No, yeah, we made money with the gold % gain. Oh, damn. Alright. Now we're done building our skulls up. We can start arachnoscaling. Easy peasy. I moved and my chair didn't squeak. Holy shit. It's a new dawn, guys. It's a new fucking dawn. Oh, brother. Oh. What's that debuff on her? Execute? Whoa. What the? Computer, you good? That was weird. Don't do that again, please. Let me check my stuff real quick. Everything looks good. Is there like something running? That's like a Windows update or something. It does say anti-malware service executable is running at 2.4% of my CPU, so more than likely it's like some dumb Windows update or some fucking annoying shit like that. Yeah, more than likely that's what's going on. The virus of all viruses, protecting me from viruses, apparently. Bill Gates. Land on that, sister. Not the spike, though. You can land on that too. Kaboom! Oh, ooh, ow, ooh. Okay, I want to die, but I don't want to die like that. I want to die on my own terms. And I guess since I'm doing a few explanations here and there, I'll just explain that too while I'm at it. Why do I die on purpose in the Liliana Sisters? It doesn't have to be the Liliana Sisters, just the most convenient time. I take Last Resistance, the Dark ability, and that gives me Death Defiance. That doesn't take my reassembly. And I die on purpose, so I activate 3 items, because they're all very good. We already saw one of them, but we didn't take it, because it's not good on this run. Irresistible Suggestion, the Courage Omen, Howling Egg, the Wisdom Omen, and Olive Tree Cudgel. It is absolutely, in my opinion, worth spending 3 core quartz to activate those items, because they are that good. Even if you don't see them. It's still, like, it makes your ambition a little bit weaker if you find ambition. That's the only downside. Take that. Easy. We'll take that, build it to 2. I could even take Aging. It's actually kind of tempting, but let's hold out for something a little better. We can get skill cooldown with Arachnoscaling. So far, this run has a lot of promise. And I like it. There's an ability swapper. It's the last one we'll see, too, so we better make this one count. Hopefully she doesn't take all my money. Literally, all we want with Gambler is to not have a skill. Like, we're not looking for a specific skill. We're looking to get rid of a skill. So that means she shouldn't take all of my money. Now, doesn't mean she won't. It just means in a just system, she won't. Alright, ma'am. Let's make this quick. Let's make this quick. Let's make this quick. There you go. Thanks for taking 2,000 of my gold. You bitch. We even got the card skill. That's my favorite one. It works on, like, the thing I love so much about the card skill is you can swap characters and it still casts. It's actually kind of like the Glacier skill on Frost at Legendary. This one. So our Frost Skull and our Gambler are now generating value even when we're not using them. So that's nice. Just making sure I didn't miss any healing. Alright, this is where if... Oh! There it is! I was going to say, this is if where Frost Witch's staff is going to show up. It will. And looky there. There it is. Alright, we got the Giga Freeze items. Now we're looking for the Giga Freeze Curse. And if we can get it, we're on a Giga Freeze run. And I would already say this is a pretty Giga Freeze run. But it can be more Giga. And the more Giga, the better, right, guys? Like, more Giga, please. You can never have enough of it. Swap this out. We're getting to the point now where we could just hop off of Treasure 4, and we will. But, it's still got its use. No! God, freeze. Frieza. The guy from the hit anime, Naruto. What a bastard. Look at my beautiful flowers in the void doing nothing. It's a fucked up world, man. Haha! Dead. Instantly. Oh. Freeze is doing the freeze thing where it makes life scary. There's our spokesman. Damage amp, please. In the magic direction. Missiles! I didn't know he was awake. Stop it. OCD is actually going to be pretty painful now. Gotta be careful. We're starting to die. The max HP was nice, by the way. I didn't comment on it because I was fighting for my life, but I like max HP, especially when we're low. It's a little bit of safety, and I like safety. Did I open a treasure chest? Where'd my treasure chest go? What happened? I'm scammed! Scammed! I've been scammed, man. Oh, shit! Yeah, despite this being a freeze run and having a freeze quint, it's Dusa time. My wife she's taking me back, guys. I thought I lost her forever, but she took me back, and now we're happily in love again. Nias, that was a fling. He ulted? How? Take that, bitch. Alright, easy. Well, with a few bumps and bruises. I'll still say easy, though, to BM. Yeah, they didn't give me any heals, so we're going to have to use some of our stuff here. And I would love to take this, but it just doesn't fill in this run. I'll take the bone shards. We're going to have to use our stuff here to heal. So it is what it is. I'll take it. Now, I really hope the game stops showing me comments in Act 3, though. That's annoying. This guy's not gonna... Wait, why did he grow? What? What is happening? What? What the fuck? Did you see how big his hitbox was? What was that? What? I don't know, man. I've never had that happen. That's a new one. Yeah, I think we can probably start getting rid of our treasure 4. We're a little behind in bone shards, but like, I think having supplemental crit items on a run like this is going to be really nice, so. Both of these characters are good crit item users, so. Especially Gambler. Okay, we don't want to get OCD punished here, but we probably are going to. Well, I'm going to stay over here while the baby tantrum happens. Oh, man, I got hit anyway. Okay. That hurt, man. Dude, I'm getting kind of fucked on the bone shards, I won't lie. The saving grace is we only have to build one Skul legendary. If I didn't find the Gambler, I'd be in quite a world of pain right now. More than I already am. I'm taking it, man. No Animet has 100 years. That's nice. We can buy Misfortune on the pedestal and see what comes in this shop. Nias is back. She's begging to come back on the run. I'm saying no. Babe, it's over. It was fun while it lasted. We had some good times. Some good memories, you and I, but memories are just that. And good times are in the past. I wouldn't mind having Fulgent Dawn on this run. It's also magic damage. We need to get our damage numbers up. Alright, that'll do. Actually, we can do a little gambling here, maybe. And regret everything. Alright, cool. That's why you don't gamble, kids. It's stupid. I'm just gonna wait, because I've taken enough damage on this run. No heal, that's fine. Alright. Commons are just everywhere on this run, apparently. Alright. Not bad, not bad. Well, actually pretty bad, but you gotta look on the sunny side of life, guys. Keep on the sunny side. This should go pretty well for me. Come on, baby. Cat ice. I'm waiting for it. I know you want to give it to me, game. I know you want to give it to me. I know. You know, and I know. In my future is cat ice. Would be very nice to have wisdom. It's a pretty good wisdom item, too. I can give up on my Fulgent Dawn aspirations. Infectious disease, though. Of course, Inferno shows up. Here's the deal. We're going to take this. If Cat Eye shows up, we will probably sell... I don't know. I already kind of regret taking the infectious disease, but... Like, what? Cat Ice isn't going to show up. It can't be that lucky, you know? You can't get everything you want. Just a good amount of it, you know? We'll take what we've been given, our bountiful blessings, and be happy with that. Alright. I was just looking at the items and seeing what can go and what can't go, because like we still have fairly low damage, and I'd like to get a little more damage scaling, maybe with a good wisdom item. Kaboom! Oh, oh wow. Oh, okay, that's cool. Fulgent Dawn would be nice. It wouldn't be necessary though. I still don't disagree with my decision. Like, I couldn't have known I was gonna get a Solar Sword immediately, and also, Bone of Mana is very strong on a run where we're already incentivized to cast our skills also. And also wisdom as an inscription is important to have. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Catch me up on them bone shards. We're already incredibly strong with our freezes. Like, just imagine if we had Cat Eyes for 2 seconds, how quickly the enemies would just explode. That... We don't have a... I mean, it is 40 damage %. We have artifacts, so I guess we can get rid of the invisible knife and buy execute. I think that's probably good. Stop following me. Oh, cool. Like, leave me alone, man. What's your fucking deal? This is a very strong run so far. That's funny that the dual omen also shows up. We don't need it. Would be nice if we could fit both, but... Halfling is here. She would have been nice in Act 3. We're at a point now where we're so strong, I don't think anyone can do anything. We'll let her out of her cage. We still want to see the slime. Just imagine if the slime dupes, what's it called? Glacier Breaker. Pure bliss. Oh, we're at the adventure? Wow. Bit of an annoying one, too. But I think we should be okay. Oh! Yeah, he's already dying. Like, he died so quickly there, I didn't even, like, really notice his HP bar. Goodbye. Alright. Get this max scaled up. We're going to go into damage percent next because we actually need it. We don't need it. We're clearly very strong, but I think we need it more than we need max HP, so... Normally I do max HP second, but here we'll do this. Hopefully we just keep seeing skull rooms and get a lot of bone shards on the way out. There's always a certain pattern that I'll look for here. None of these are that. I think this one works. No. No. Show me the pattern. There it is. This is the pattern. 2 next to each other, 1 separate, 1 away from it, and there it is. That's the pattern. Most people say they just brute force it, but if you want like a trick, you want to get 2 next to each other and 1 separated. Like boom, 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 and then just start fiddling with it, and usually it works. God, we are strong. It's been so long since I've gotten to do a freeze run that I forgot how good they are when you really get them going. God, it literally just instantly melted that Dark Lord. No! There's the remaining one. See, that's why we leave him in this cage. And you know what's really good is in Act 4, Part 2. Part 1 and Part 2 are different odds. In Act 4, Part 2, he has extreme odds of showing you a legendary, which he didn't, but we could have gotten one, and it would have been really nice. But I'll take a unique and be happy with it. Alright, let's see what we can get here. Bruh. Bruh! Whatever. It is what it is, man. The game is a meanie head, and it always has been. Nothing's changed. We knew this. Going in, we knew. Oh! Scary. My HP, man. I need that stuff. Alrighty, I think this is probably the last room. No, it's not. I stand corrected. Could have been a arson run if we got that earlier. We don't care for any of that, so we just leave it. Disaster? You're a disaster. Pick yourself up, man. Have some pride. Oh, wow. I was really wrong. There's a lot of rooms. This is probably the last one, though. I don't know how... I forgot. I guess I wasn't accounting for a high roll door count for some reason. God damn. Oh! Dead. Unlike me, who lives and moves on. Sadly, we didn't get a lot of bone shards on the way out here, which sucks. Pretty mediocre bone shard count overall. We got the most important Arachna shrine scaled up, and we can't really ask for much more. It's also an overall fairly low damage percent run, but as you can see, it just doesn't matter. Would have been nice to see like Howling Egg. That would have like instantly fixed the damage. If Olive Tree Cudgel shows up, I'm wondering if I take it. I don't know what I would get rid of. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a... Okay, well, actually, never mind. I was about to say we're probably gonna have a bit of a rougher time here because we can't status these stupid pedestals, but actually, we're just strong anyway. So, who cares? Gonna move over here. Alright, she should go down very, very quickly. Yeah. Yeah. Goodbye, Joan. No orbs. Also being stalked. I'm being gang stalked. We could take the scriptures, and I think we will, because it's better than this. Alright, let's see if we get cat eyes. Motherfucker. Oh, man. Okay, and we have a interesting decision to make here. I'm glad I have enough money to sell infectious disease. It means our last shop is worthless, but cat ice is worth a million infectious diseases. We are officially at that point. Alright. Once again, if you want to play the seed. You know what's interesting is I don't know how seeds work in Skul. I know we tested it in the past, and we come across some very interesting things where it's like I think it was like we were getting different Skul results out of like flasks, which was weird. So hopefully you can get the same thing I got. I don't know how seeding works in this game though. Could have had it all, baby. Although I think I wouldn't have been able to fit it. Yeah, this shop's just like, we can't do anything. So my kit is done. Here's my... And also, for the record, if you're wondering what Cat Ice does, it lowers the duration, which is worth... Like, who fucking cares? In fact, good. Dealing magic damage upon inflicting freezing. It's like, when we freeze enemies now, they take a big chunk of damage. So, like, when they break out of the ice, they take damage. And when they get frozen, they take damage. So, yeah, we're very, very strong. Anyway, here's my kit. I'm going to go over the items. If you need to pause the video and read what an item does, you may do so. Here I go. No slime, unfortunately, but no big deal. And there's the stats. It's good. And it's almost like infectious disease, very powerful curse. but there's no shot it's better than Cat Eyes. Like, we were very strong before, and now I think we're even stronger. Maybe my Gambler got a little bit weaker, but that's not a big deal. We have this to freeze on Gambler anyway. Alrighty. Hero, you are going to die. And I'm going to like it. I'm going to freeze you for 1,000 years like Aang the Avatar. And you will wake up in a different era. Or I'll just kill you. Either or. Oh! Don't do that. So long, sucker. Loser. Unlike me. Who wins? You gotta be more careful against Dark Skull, obviously. We can't be stupid like that. Gotta be smart. But he's gonna go down in much the same fashion. No doubt about that. We're going up. We'll be taking actually, you know what? I need to remind myself of what Absolute Zero Plus does. I think it just gives you like a Cat Eyes effect, or like a, I think it gives you a Glacier Breaker effect. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be taking that. Oh man. Whoo! We have duel, so let's kill this guy. All I have to say is good luck to my enemies. My ops are on pack watch today. What up, big dog? I'm locking in, by the way, so I won't be talking as much. All right. Boom. Dunzo. Jesus. Gotta be careful here. We don't want to send him over the halfway mark. Ah! I don't think this is the kind of run that can kill him before he does the, or goes into phase 2 or whatever. If only we had Alchemist. I think that's like, you know, like the freeze being dropped whenever we swap is like annoying. Okay, we should probably stop dealing damage to him. I hope the fucking laser beam doesn't send him over. I don't think it will. The amount of damage amp on this bitch right now is huge. Oh, you're unstoppable, aren't you? Get out of here. And if you can believe it, I'm sure you can, we'll be taking the Envious Tibia because I'm envious of its power, and if I didn't have it, well, I mean, I'd be distracted. You don't want to. You don't want me distracted driving. That'd be horrible. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna beat you guys up. I don't know what that sounded like in the audio, but I hope it sounded horrible and woke you up from your fucking blissful sleep. I hope you're like, you jolted awake like, I hope I caused a sleep paralysis demon to appear. I am your sleep paralysis demon. And I'm always watching. You're going down, bitch. Nah. Get our tibia up. Yeah. I have a tibia. What of it? Oh. I hate this attack. Talk about a sleep paralysis demon. Jump scared by that. Boom, baby. What the? Ooh. Okay, it's going, it's going. Would have been cool if it was there the whole time, but I think there's a screen transition here, so. Ooh! Goodbye, fool. And GG's. Let's see if we can get the branches proc in the windscreen. I think that worked. Kinda. I wanted it to be front and center, but that's fine. GG's, man. What a run. That was a great one. From the very beginning, getting the Glacier Breaker and the Frost Skull in the same room just set us down the path of righteousness. And getting to build Execute 4 on top of our Absolute Zero Plus was really great too. I just wish we saw the slime and could have duped Glacier Breaker. That would have been like the Omega Giga. But like, I have no right to complain here. We got all of the good freeze items. We got Cat Ice. We got OCD. And everything else is just really good. Like, this could have been something else, but like, I mean, it's good damage scaling with Artifact. I can't complain. This is good. This is good. This, it's all good. Medusa even, my wife came back. We're happily married again. Everything just worked out well. And, you know, runs like this don't come around often. I don't even know when the next time we'll see the opportunity to build freeze again. But we got it here, and that's really all that matters. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it happen, because it's a rare run archetype, and who knows when it'll pop up again. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.